Hello everyone, this is Donnie Spencer. This is the first YouTube video I have ever done, so please forgive the video, the sound, and any screw up I may make. But hey, that's part of life. I was going to talk about many interesting things. One thing crossed my mind is what's going on across the United States these days. But guess what? I'm not. We've had enough chatter about what's going on across the United States. We've had enough chatter about nonsense. We are not even attempting to talk about anything else. So, guess what? Tonight, Donnie is. And I love using my name in third person. But what I'm going to talk to you tonight is totally different from what you really expect. It's something that I call imagine. And it's not imagining a utopian society. It's not imagining a perfect world. It's not imagining that you're rich. It's imagining an event that may or may not be true. It's also imagining that it could happen, and you may know someone that has a similar experience. I'm not going to say if this video or what I'm about to tell you is true or if it's fiction. I'm going to let you decide. But as I was saying, a lot of people claim to be victims of circumstances, victims of abuse, victims of cruelty. So let me tell you this story that I find somewhat endearing. You may not, but that's your choice. Before I start, I'd like everyone to practice breathing with me. Breathe through your nose and out your mouth. Let all of your anxiety go. Be calm. Because I need you calm. Because the next step is to close your eyes and not look at the screen as I'm speaking. Close your eyes and let your imagination take over. I want you to imagine someone in your family that has turned on you for really no good reason. Imagine this person spreading malicious lies about you, mainly because they have so much anger built within inside them. Now imagine this family member going to other family members and telling them all these horrendous things you have allegedly done, but has no proof, but they take this person's word for it. Imagine this family member going to your friends and telling them the same lies. Now, some of your family members are not going to believe, and if it's a true friend, they're going to know this person is full of crap, plain and simple. But if they're not a true friend, they're going to turn their back on you, just like the others have. Imagine a family member telling you that you are worthless, that you're a piece of crap, where the prior 2 months before this person stated this nonsense, this person was on the phone to you saying, I love you, I'm so glad that you're in my life. I'm sorry that I've let you down, but the key words is I love you. Imagine another family member that has told you for years how much they loved you. And then all of a sudden, guess what? I hate you. You mean nothing to me. I hope you die. Well, that's a really nice concept. But these things do happen, and this might have happened. I'm not letting you know. I also want you to imagine, and I want your eyes to be closed, your family members trying to intimidate you. Imagine them discussing issues with a loved one who has always told you for some reason you and I have clicked. And this person listens to these lies. They may not say anything, but yet they still listen. Imagine the person that started all of this bullshit, thinking how miserable you are when in reality you're not. But imagine this going on for months and months until they are so convinced that you're miserable and they don't realize that they don't know a damn thing about you because you've stopped speaking to them. You cut them off. But imagine this person having this fantasy of being so superior and so feeling so manipulative that they can control your feelings. Imagine this happening. I just want you to imagine. I want you to imagine how this person thinks that your life is horrible, that you need this person back in your life so your life will be joyful and worth living again. Just imagine. Please imagine this. But now I want you to imagine other options. Number one, when someone starts spreading rumors about you, or anyone, we all have a choice. We can lay down, play victim, have a pity party, feel sorry for ourselves, or we can confront these lies. And when you can confront someone with their lies, they don't know what to do. They usually deny it or place the blame on someone else because it's so easy to place the blame on someone that's not there. But also, you can avoid your friends and family that were so gullible to believe these ridiculous lies. Or the best revenge is not to avoid them. When you see them, speak to them. Hell, hug their neck. Because they will want to avoid you because they have realized that they were taken in by this lie. As for the family member that told you that you're worthless and a piece of crap, show some empathy. Feel sorry for this person. Because in reality, this person is suffering from some type of a borderline personality disorder, low self-esteem, and they've never learned how to love themselves. All they know how to do is to hate. They hate themselves, or else they never would have said the shit that they said. As for the person who said, I hate you, hope you die, don't avoid this person, hug their neck, and say, I love you, each and every time. Make these people be as uncomfortable as they want you to be. And as for the person who claims that you clicked and yes, they heard people talking about you, but they did not participate, number one, they're a fucking coward. Because a true friend, someone that loves you unconditionally, would not tolerate anyone speaking about you behind your back. They would say, shut up. Let us get this person, and why don't you say it to this person's face? But they were too much of a coward, so they sit back and listen, and that is the same thing as talking about the person. That's my opinion. And as for the person that started all of this, well, I think they're psychotic as hell. Perhaps slightly sociopathic. They have no love in their heart for anyone. All they have is bitterness and hatred. And unless they learn to love themselves, then they're going to die a very, very lonely person. And I would say that I feel sorry for someone like this, but we're all given choices. We can choose to be bitter, or we can choose to make this bitterness, force this bitterness out of our heart, and replace it with love and understanding. Otherwise, what's the purpose of living? And as I have said, we have choices. And if we allow these laws to affect us, it's going to lower our self-esteem. It's going to make us miserable. It's going to make us be what these other people want us to be. So, in my opinion, the best way is to confront these people and see if they can justify themselves. Because trust me, a lie is a lie and it cannot be justified whatsoever. As for the relatives, yeah, you can mend fences. But you know what? Those fences are going to be broken. They're going to repeat the same thing again and again until they change. People will tell you that you need to change. This is nonsense. If you look into your heart and you realize that you have self-loathing and you have hatred for others in your heart, yes, please change. But if you look into your heart and realize that you have compassion and that you have the ability to forgive, then don't change. And despite everything, if this actually happens or had happened and it has upset you, and truthfully it would upset most people, please forgive yourself for allowing this bullshit to happen. We can't always nip things in the bud, but we can forgive ourselves. And by forgiving ourselves, we can forgive others. And we can live a very happy, fulfilling life. And back to the ones that believed all this bullshit, no, please don't avoid them. Pay their neck. Talk to them. Make them talk to you. Because they will want you to avoid them. They will want you to feel shame. You have nothing to be ashamed about. So basically, don't allow others, please don't allow others to intimidate you, to make you feel not as worthy as you are, because we are all worthy. We all are beautiful. We all matter. And it's not up to one individual or a group of individuals to decide if we're worthy or if we're not. Actually, it's none of your damn business. So if you allow other people's words into your heart, forgive yourself. Please. This is the only way that you can actually learn how to cope with this and to live a fulfilling life. Now, open your eyes. For those of you who kept them closed, which I'm doubting most of you did, open your eyes. Look at yourself and ask yourself this question. Is this story fact or fiction? Hopefully my next video will have better picture quality, better sound quality, and I'll know what the hell I'm doing. But until then, have a great day, and Donnie will talk to you later.